He's simply kind of a little inclination remaining here discussing this. It's on rain check yet marker Kane, so I presented to all of you around here today to let you all realize that her imprint is down now. I can come, me and my mom, my family, I can come up here and converse with her. I know where she at, in light of the fact that at first I didn't have the foggiest idea where. I didn't realize she was around there. I conversed with her that Wednesday before she disregarded progress. I get a call from my mom saying that she changed over in Mexico. Then I get a call. The main thing I realize, she conversed with Kalia Cook, expected to be my closest companion, twice on the telephone. I don't realize anything about that. You realize I just felt as a dad that the manner in which I love her, the manner in which I raise her, that I said had a potential chance to offer her that father guidance or my assessment ongoing around there, in which I didn't. And I know beyond all doubt, with the utmost sincerity, we as a whole probably won't actually be standing apart here in the event that I had that potential chance to address her, despite the fact that she's 25 years of age. She become, yet simultaneously I'm her defender until she get a spouse. When she get a husband, then he become a secured. Yet as this father standing here, I feel like I ought to have been her defender, and I was denied it. I would ask her who she going with, how well do you know these people? Then I would have returned said, well, who their folks are. A long time before you go, let me meet these guardians, let me meet these people. I forever been like that since she began, started having a ton of companions. As a dad, making an effort not to be in her business. It's simply that place of ensuring she okay, and the people that around her who's he keeping organization with, on the grounds that everyone can say you your companion, yet they're truly not. Everything relies upon what you got and how you hold yourself, and she conducted herself very well, since that is the way I showed her. The regard mores. No, I never met him. You realize in the good book, you realize I don't think I realize her mom said they went to class with her and she will let them know. You realize, let me know, will you? Don't have any acquaintance with them. So I said, do you know? See, I am aware of them, yet I'm seeing a meeting. You told your legal counselor Sue Robinson that you simply know one of them, that was Kalia Cook, so that lets me know not too far off. We both was in the visually impaired. As a mother and a dad, we both in a visually impaired. We both didn't have the foggiest idea about these people. So could we at any point start last week or about over 7 days prior? I'm certain you definitely they heard the data, got the data that there will be no indictment by the U.S. lawyer's office. Well, no doubt for the cases, the case is as yet open. However, so God is as yet moving. My confidence is areas of strength for so the mustard seed that he will. When you realize he doesn't look like to you, taste it like I forever been very much like you all standing apart here are patient while you all set up and all that I forever been speed. Yet you said you're as yet confident about what a fair outcome will be given. Justin will be served, it will be served, it will be served. So what does that equity resemble? This that will seem as though they will get what they have the right to get to him. You simply don't. In a daily existence they ruthlessly beat her. She disagreed to battle at all. Disagree, that is not her. You realize she didn't consent to battle. You realize she was going around there. Appreciate someone birthday one every day she graduated with. She suspected as much. She planned to do and afterward delighted in take photographs. Put them on her telephone, return and appreciate, and discuss it to our different companions. Then the central thing, you realize she got the small children, the young ladies and young men that she played hair mesh their hair. Now they wonder where Shanquella is, on the grounds that Shanquilla got adjusted to her clients. The moms, the dads, how well she doing their girls and children twisting hair, and they glad for Saint Nick Clara doing their hair, and how you realize she got them looking, taking something in them that they can turn into this, they can turn into that. They should look, young ladies should follow her strides. Yet at the present time that covering for number 6 and afterward the mother and appearance, the mother and father's old guardians are those 6 people don't have no respectability. The call of interview with one of all on the news and say, Mr. Robinson, the Robinson family, we saw about the deficiency of your girl at all their life is as yet moving around. You realize strolling around here like they appreciate life. However, this father here striving every single day. You realize I cry consistently. It's a battle for me. Battle? No, not at all. Now you needn't bother with to connect. You realize I'll allow God to do everything that he got to do. Yet I say to you this, they won't move away. Then they won't move away. What is your message? My message to them, you realize the reason why can't you all feel free to come clean? Why you all up and left her like that since Supposing that you would have remained, this father here would have ensured you all returned to the US at all. Any of her companions that she grew up with, they would let you know that her father dealt with them when it was with Chancellor very much like they was mines from the very first moment. I'm as yet unchanged, Dad, that she was, that I raised her, that I am yesterday and she gone. You realize I surmised depicts who's the best word between Mexican powers saying, you realize we had, this was what they call femicide, and they have a warrant for one individuals that was on that outing with Shangri-La. Anyway, the US lawyer is questioning the examination that they did on Serenity. Does that worry you? I'm baffled about it to the highest level of I'm disappointed. I can't comprehend the reason why. You know the dissection that I got back saying that our neck and spinal line was broke on the grounds that when I conversed with the young woman Miss Elizabeth who around there she even sent her body back to me. You know I unintentionally I say this, Elizabeth, well you know how my little girl kicked the bucket, said Mr. Robinson. Your girl neck and spinal string was penniless. I said, you joking? I recently quit crying since they're saying that the Mecklenburg region test clinical analyst saying that they didn't make visual affirmation. Well, I can't comprehend that. I don't have any idea who the clinical inspector who I showed who autopsied on her body yet. I might want to know how long experience that he have in doing the examination on the body. Or you realize where did he earn his college educations from? You know, in light of the fact that clearly definitely it's exceptionally disappointing on the grounds that this woman Elizabeth, that what she do when individuals pass on over in Mexico, she will get your body do the administrative work and everything. And at the point, when's the last time you had frequently the correspondence with them? Not so frequently. You realize she'll send me an instant message. You realize how I'm doing everything except the case. Everyone actually is pulling for Shanquella equity down here in Mexico, Cabo. I mean, you realize the attendant saying that equivalent quality didn't fit well in my fundamental infused his work area on the off chance that nothing didn't occur. Why, they simply up and left. You came that Friday. You expected to remain about 2 or 3 days, yet you're going to up and leave that following day and get back on the plane and return here like it wasn't nothing. You will leave her around there. That needn't bother with. That don't sound right. Companions don't do that. Companions don't do that. I'm hearing from the data that I get from the news and individuals messaging me, so they removed me from it so they don't let me know. You know, association. Yes, it seemed like you don't actually have it. You said you would rather not be engaged with the GoFundMe page. I never didn't have any desire to be engaged with a sweetheart from the very first moment, since there was no one tackling. I simply need equity down the GoFundMe page. It's, you know, it's staying there. I suppose they're utilizing for the best capacity of my little girl case, our girl case. Yet simultaneously, this father here, I will allow God to accomplish the work, since it will finish. God said you confide in him, he won't bomb you, he ain't going. Briefly, as that is the manner by which I will stand you all. I will keep on standing. I will keep on remaining all over. I will keep on remaining all over from the very beginning since she left me, you know.